I'm so far away from home, in this desert of regrets. Never thought that I would have to let you go. Tell me, how can I forget? If I could travel back in time, I'd lay a blanket full of stars to brighten up the darkness of our sleepless nights. I'd find a way to make you smile, but I will break your fall, even if you don't love me, even if you don't love me. I will break your fall, even if you don't love me, even if you don't love me.
So, hello again. It's been a while since I've done a Living with the Moon vlog, but today is the day. Today's gonna be another Living with the Moon day, where I basically try to live more in accordance with where the moon is today and to do activities that align with that. And I basically take you all with me, and we're gonna see what we get up to, and we're gonna see how it feels. Today the moon is in Libra, and Libra is in my third house. So I have a couple of fun things planned for today. Firstly, of course, as with every morning, I started with a cup of coffee. I love my espresso machine. It's really nice to have an espresso machine and to be able to not spend so much money on cafes, especially since the part in Amsterdam where I live in now doesn't really have any cafes that I like nearby. Yes, I'm a bit snobby when it comes to cafes and my coffee. So the ones that I do want to go to are like much farther away. So I was making coffee, you saw that. And then I journaled a bit. I try to do this every day. Honestly, it doesn't always happen every day. Sometimes I just have to get out the door, have to go to work, and then I don't end up journaling. I don't know if you guys know about this journal. It's from the Magic of I. I love it, honestly. It's so beautiful, and it's not for everybody, but for me, I love that I can make my journaling experience super aesthetic and super like romanticizing it, because that really helps me stick to it. This might not be for you, but try it out. If you have trouble sticking to journaling, try to romanticize it. It might do the trick for you. But let's get back to the actual vlog. So the moon is in Libra. When we're talking about the moon being in Libra, by the way, it's in a sign for 2.5 days before it switches to the next one. So the moon moves by very quickly. But when the moon is in Libra, you might find that you're a little bit more focused on like Venusian type of activities. So you're more like doing nice things around your home, maybe decorating your home in like a very nice, calming and peaceful way. Maybe you're lighting candles, or all of a sudden really caring about like dressing a little bit more in an aesthetic way. I think, when the moon is in Libra, you might also be feeling this emotional need that you really want to connect with others. Libra is very much the sign about relationships and being close to others. And I think for me, so I'm going to try later to go to see some art. I think that's very much something you should do on a Libra moon. But also some of the activities I'm going to do today are more related also to the third house. If you know your rising sign, you can also actually track what house the moon is in on which day for you. So for me, because the moon is in Libra right now, for me it's in the third house. So I also want to try today to do some third house type of activities. Writing is one of them. Teaching, speaking, reading, all types of activities that have to do with like the mind, expanding your mind, gathering facts, gathering information. Like if you are a researcher and you need to just like gather a lot of info, do that when the moon is in your third house. But the third house can also be related to like getting to know your neighbors. So it could be nice if the moon is transiting through your third house to also maybe put a party together with your neighbors, or siblings are also part of the third house. Maybe you want to touch base with your siblings. So I hope that gives you some ideas as to what you could do when the moon is in Libra and what you could do when the moon is in your third house. For you, maybe your third house is Scorpio or Aquarius. It doesn't matter. All right. That was a really nice morning. I'm going to go get ready, and then let's go out to the art gallery.
I'm so far away from home, in this desert of regrets. Never thought that I would have to let you go. Tell me, how can I forget? If I could travel back in time, I'd lay a blanket full of stars to brighten up the darkness of our sleepless nights.
The exhibition that I went to was so beautiful. I always loved drawings, and I knew that going to an exhibition full of drawings would also be amazing to see again. And I also went shopping because I was actually looking for baskets for my bedroom, but I couldn't find anything that was the right size. And then I smelled a lot of candles when I was there. And then, of course, it was a time for another coffee. I know earlier I said I wasn't spending a lot of money on cafes, and here I am spending money at a cafe. But it was honestly such a Libra vibe. Sitting in a cafe, wearing a cozy sweater, with a book and a coffee. I highly recommend.
Even if you don't love me, even if you don't love me, I will break your fall. Even if you don't love me, even if you don't love me, I will break your fall. Even if you don't love me, even if you don't love me, I will break your fall. Even if you don't love me, even if you don't love me.
You guys, it's official. I love a Libra moon. I swear these last 2 days, yesterday and today, it's both a Libra moon, have just been so nice. Like, all I want to do is light pretty candles and wear aesthetic clothes and sit in a cafe and read a new book while sipping my coffee. Okay, hold that thought. I'm going to let you know how it went and show you what I got. But first, I really need to get water because I am very thirsty. All right, that was so nice. The weather is this like weird cloudy / sunny day. So literally every couple of 15 minutes to half an hour, the clouds would separate and you would get the sun rays coming through, and the city would just look so beautiful. It was really nice. I'm happy I left my house. But oh my goodness, be careful if you go shopping on a Libra moon, because I swear everything looked so beautiful. I wanted to buy everything. So if you're on a budget, do not go shopping on a Libra moon. You will have fun, but your wallet will not. All right, let me show you what I got. All right, so actually, I didn't get a lot. I got 2 things. One is coffee beans. I get my coffee beans from Cafecito. It's, they have a couple of places here in Amsterdam, and they are the only beans that I feel like are unique, but also not super weird that you're like, what am I even drinking? Because there's other places in Amsterdam, like for example, Rumbaba. Their coffee is so unique that sometimes it's so sour and I don't know if I like it, but these are like, yes, this is coffee and this is delicious coffee. So I got that. And then I treated myself to a new candle because I actually finished my previous one a while back now. I think it's been done for like a month or 2 and I just never ended up getting a new one. But I thought, like, what is more fitting for Libra moon than like making your space all cozy and inviting? So let me show you the candle. All right, so as you saw, I went to H&M. I find that they have some really nice home things that are really beautiful and aesthetic, sort of like Zara, but Zara home is so expensive. I don't know what these people are thinking. So H&M is sort of like just as beautiful aesthetic as Zara home, but like for prices that suit me better. So I got Sublime Patchouli as my next candle. It has rich patchouli with sweet hints of orchid and fig. A light-hearted stroll through a forest in the spring. It's very sweet. But I'm a bit surprised that they say a stroll through a forest in the spring, because it's so like sweet and warming that I would say this is like more of an autumn candle, but okay, H&M. Okay. So that's it. That's all I got. Let's see, it's 4 o'clock now. I think I'm gonna do some writing actually. All right, let me sort of put this stuff away and then we'll see each other soon. All right, I'm back. Back in my living room, I put my cozy outfit back on and made myself a chai latte. One tip, if you're trying to cut out like a second cup of coffee or a third cup of coffee, try out chai latte or some type of other hot drink or warm drink, because honestly, I think a lot of the time the reason I crave like a second cup of coffee in the afternoon after lunch is because I just want something cozy. And I don't necessarily want a coffee, or I'm not craving a coffee. So I found when I could replace it with like a chai latte, problem solved. Yeah, all my life problems are solved, honestly. All right, so what I wanted to do this afternoon, I wanted to work on some writing. If you don't know, I actually really enjoy writing, and I just signed up for Medium. I already published a couple of articles, but I thought today, since the moon is in my 3rd house, I wonder if it could really enhance and make writing easier for me, or make it flow even better for me. So it's kind of a cool experiment to see if I notice anything different when I write, and then hopefully by the end of this, I'll have a new article to post on Medium. If you want to read some of the stuff I've published already, I'll leave the link for you down in the description box. Okay. glasses are on. I need them for the laptop, and let's get started.
Even if you don't love me, I will break your fall. Even if you don't love me, even if you don't love me.
I noticed that when I started writing, I didn't feel necessarily happy or feeling like I was in the flow right away. None of the ideas that I had were sort of speaking to me. But eventually I just chose one out of the list because I thought, hey, this could be easy enough to get into. It's something that I could see where the article might go or how I could start it. And oh my, once I started it, it was just flying from my hands and onto the keyboard. It was such a beautiful writing session, went so easily. I felt like I could find like really catchy things to say, and the flow and sort of the storytelling came really easily as well. So honestly, oh my goodness, I cannot believe it. I think I am going to really implement this, and every time the moon is in my 3rd house, I am going to take the day, if I can of course, and just write. Because wow, I have had writing sessions where it's been so difficult to get anything out, and this was just amazing.
I'm so far away from home, in this desert of regrets. Never thought that I would have to let you go. Tell me, how can I forget?
I ended up taking the rest of the evening to make myself dinner and then just relax. I think it's important that no matter how much of a productive day we have planned or where the moon is for that day, that we also just listen to what we feel like doing and follow that as well. And sometimes maybe it just doesn't line up with the moon, and that's also okay. But overall, I would say that this was such a nice day, and I think a Libra moon day is, I think, officially one of my favorites. There's just this beautiful energy of everything being harmonious and aesthetic, and sort of like you have rose-colored glasses on and everything just looks super pretty and nice. Yeah, let me know down in the comments if you have favorite activities that you like to do when the moon is in Libra, and let me know which moon you'd like to see next. Hope to see you again soon.